What's going on, everybody? Today I will be reviewing the movie Smile 2. Yes, I'm getting this movie review out late. I saw the movie 3 weeks ago. I just didn't have time to review it. And I gotta say, this was a pretty good movie. And I went to go see a late showing, like a late evening showing, and it was crazy up in there. I mean, it was so many young adults and teenagers. They was getting on my damn nerves talking throughout the movie. But I tried to enjoy it. I almost said something to one of them. He kept running up and down the aisle. I'm like, look, man, come on, dude. But yeah, I mean, I should have saw it at a decent time. But yeah, the movie was pretty good. And this is a psychological horror movie. It's a mystery film too. So, and it's 2 hours and 12 minutes long. And I gotta say, the scenes are more scarier than the first one. Yes, it is. I think this is more scarier than the first Smile. About to embark on a new world tour, global pop sensation Sky Riley begins to experience terrifying events. Overwhelmed by the escalating horrors and pressures of fame, she must face her dark past to regain control of her life before it spirals out of control. Now, this movie has similarities to the first one. So it's like a demon that takes over your mind that makes you commit suicide. So if you standing in front of somebody and they smile and kill themselves in front of you, then you'll catch the disease. It's like a contagious disease going around where it's making you kill yourself. So it got the similarities to the first one, of course. And that's what I like about this movie. The director of this movie is Parker Finn. He did an amazing job with this film. I think this is one of his best that he directed. And I gotta say, I like this movie because it has range. It has range. It has substance in this movie. It's better than the first one. That's why I like that. It has more of an adrenaline rush when you're watching this one, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat, which I like about this. And of course, the main character of this movie is Naomi Scott. Naomi Scott did a great job. She played Sky Riley in this film, and she played a pop star. And she is so talented with her acting. I was amazed in the movie with that. I like her emotions, her expressions in this movie was outstanding. Her range. I like how she changes her personality, where she is, this. She's on stage performing, then all of a sudden she has to transition into being scared. So I like that about her range, and she blew this out the water. She blew this part out the water, and I just like the performance. Her performance was great. It kind of give you that Lady Gaga feel. She performed just like her on stage, and I gotta say she deserves an Oscar for her performance. She does, and I just don't like how horror movies don't get recognition, for awards or Oscars, and I don't like that too much because they put a lot into their craft with these horror movies. You got to really show more emotion than other regular movies. So she deserve an Oscar for this with her performance. I think the movie deserve an Oscar too. And you got to check her out in Aladdin. She has a great performance. I mean, she have a great performance in Aladdin too. So that movie was pretty good. And yeah, this movie was, yeah, she did a great job with this. The next cast member is Rosemary DeWitt. She played Sky Mother, and she did an outstanding job with her part. Outstanding performance, and I think everybody that contributed to this movie did a great job with their performance in this film. Great job. I gotta say, Smile 2, you can tell this movie has a bigger budget. They have a bigger budget. The production value was a lot better. And yeah, it's a lot better. And I like that it had more intensity in this film, more intensity and gore. Yes, more intensity and gore than the first one. And I like the visual effects. The visual effects were great. The jump scares were executed well. Love the jump scares. The cinematography and the choreography was amazing. The sound design was excellent. And I gotta say, I like the smiles in this movie. The smiles were more creepier than the first one. And I like how this film was so spontaneous. Things were just happening right out the blue. And I love the impulsive actions of these characters. Great, great. Now, how great this movie was, I do have some dislikes in this film, and I'm gonna go over that real quick. And I gotta say, Smile, the first Smile, has better character development to me. It seemed like the first Smile, I feel more for the characters than this one. Now, this Smile 2, it seemed like the characters were more assholes to me. And I like Naomi Scott performance, I do. But her character, I didn't really feel for her like that because to me, she was a former drug addict. Then on top of that, she was already getting money and fame. So I'm like, do I really feel for somebody that already has it good already? You know what I mean? It ain't like she struggled with anything except for the stuff that she was going through in the movie. But still, it's like she seemed like she was spoiled and stuck up. She was kind of mean to her dancers and stuff. So I was like, okay, you didn't really feel for the character that much like he would do in the first Smile. Because the first Smile, you had Dr. Rose Cotter, and she was a therapist helping out people that had mental issues. So you kind of feel for her because she's actually helping out people. And I'm talking about the first Smile. So yeah, so it had better character development in the first one than the Smile 2 right here. And another thing that irritated me in this movie, they kept promoting that Boss water. It's like, okay, we get the point. I know, we get it. So it's like, I don't mind them showing it here and there, but I'm like, okay, she couldn't drink out another water bottle or whatever. I'm like, really? But I mean, that was so minor. I can care less about that. And like I said, I wasn't really so crazy about the ending of the movie. I mean, it was kind of weird how it ended. And I was like sitting in my chair, like, really? Really? This is how it ended? But I don't want to give out the movie. I'm sure everybody already saw the movie already because I'm getting out this movie review so late. But according to the ending of the movie, it will be a Smile 3. I got a feeling that they are going to work on it because this movie is bringing in so much money. They will be working on another one. And another thing that I didn't like, the movie was too long. Especially it is too long for this movie. I think if they would have cut off at least 30 minutes of the movie, it would have been a lot better. It was just some things that were too redundant that they were showing in the movie that we didn't really need to see. So, I mean, and that's it really for my dislikes of that. I gotta say, Smile 2 is way better than the first one. Yes, it is. Because I gotta say, the production was very enhanced. I love the production of the film. The pacing was a lot better in this one. And it keeps your attention throughout the whole film. They always had something going on. Even when the slow moments came, they still kept your attention. Now, with the first Smile, I think the movie dragged too much in the first Smile. It was a lot slow. Lots of slow moments in the movie of the regular Smile. The, it was too much dialogue in the first one. And it wasn't enough scares in the first one, to me. It wasn't enough scares. No smiles, really. They had smiles in there, but it wasn't enough. And like I said, the first Smile, I want y'all to check out my movie review for the first Smile I did 2 years ago. I gave that a 5 out of 10. And this one, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10 for this one. This one was really good. Not quite a 10 out of 10, but this one is an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. A great, solid movie. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed this movie review. I will be coming out with more movie reviews, and I hope you subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments in the section if you like, and I will see y'all soon. All right, I'm out.